So this is the making of Heller Up Above. So we started writing this album around 2017, 2018, about four and a half years ago. It was a very crazy experience for all parties involved.
Writing Heller Up Above definitely took a lot of time and effort out of everyone.
It was a lot of work, but it was also very rewarding to hear all these songs come to life. We started writing demos about 4 years after high school, which, like I said, was about 2017, 2018, and we just started recording the album in 2017.
We just started by working on and creating the demos ourselves, just at our houses or wherever we could.
We ended up writing the demos in a hair shop.
At the time I was working at a barber shop, and at the time our family lost their place to live. I ended up having to live out of the barber shop and actually still grinded and recorded demos and stuff in the back room. The album was nearly complete instrumentally.
What happened is we were quarter way through the album and we think we were playing a show or something and we got broken into.
One night we came home from a show, parked the car right out front of our place, and we woke up the next morning to find out our window got smashed in and we were missing pretty much everything that was in that car. So all of our gear was gone. A laptop and our hard drive with all of the instrumental demos on it was just gone. And we basically had to start from square one again.
So we had to go back to the hair shop where we were staying at, re-record all the demos, and then start tracking all over again.
I'm pretty proud of how quickly everyone re-recorded their parts. We kind of all just bit the bullet and we're like, we can't just not do it.
We did pre-pro for the whole album at Fiasco Brothers Studio.
Basically another home away from home for us to do our shit.
We rented out a studio for a week, slept there, and just banged out all the demos we could and got prepared to actually start tracking it.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy Lawless. We're out here in the studio. Gonna be living here for a bit, tracking our second album. Come check it out, it's dope. Kieran's the man.
Kieran!
What up, dude? Come on in.
So we got the live room. We already tracked drums, but we got like vocals, we got bass. Obviously, we got the boys playing NHL.
Yep.
We got all the mics you could need in the world. We got a bunch of cool pads. Tons of choices, I think.
Oh, fuck!
What's going on, boys?
What's up?
Who's winning?
What's up?
I am now, but she's a mate when you go.
It's like super key to have video games in the studio, otherwise you go crazy. This is where we fight over who makes curry. Usually I just like eat it, make everyone like else make it for me. I'm not cooking there, bud. That's you, bud.
We stayed here for a week and just tried to get as much done professionally recorded as possible, but instead we just hit the volcano.
Okay. So these are my studio moccasins. These are super important. So, you know, once like guitar's plugged in and I'm rolling, these are like my lucky shoes. So we'll just keep those there. We got everyone else's bed right here, where everyone fights over the couch.
Yeah.
Here we got Glenn's like mastermind creation, where he fixes shit. I currently am trying to fix my beautiful LTD, which is snapped 4 times. Hopefully she's ready. Hopefully she doesn't break. If she does, might guitar smash it. So this is the control room, where all the serious stuff happens, all the mixing, where all the engineers sit. Come check it out. Sweet old school console, super crackly, but it's super cool. We got old school NS10s, they sound super good. I'll show you a piece we're working on. You'll hear that later. We got a bunch of old school stuff. This studio's been here for like 40 years. and they're nice enough to let us live here and do our album. So we're stoked.
So when we first started tracking it, we wanted to kick it up a notch from our last album, which was self-produced, and we programmed all the drums. I mean, Devin at the time, he wrote all the drums, but then we still programmed it just so we could edit them later and get a bit better of a tighter sound. So for this album, we wanted to kind of lay off the double kicks and kind of have a bit more choruses and just more punch to it.
Oh, fuck! Yeah! Prince Harry on this fucking new Away record.
And your mom's like, yeah. You got it. Oh, nice. Yo, this is the music video.
Fiasco Brothers represent. Show up, roll up.
Fiasco's a crazy place. We're here right now. Len's an awesome guy. Kieran's an awesome guy.
We got help from Kieran. He's an amazing engineer. Len, the owner of the studio, super awesome.
Kieran actually helped us do some pre-mixing.
Oh yeah. Doing some edits and shit. Let's kick in, let's kick in. I got a banana in my hand.
We had a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, we stayed there for a week and a half, and then came back for a couple times to reamp some stuff. We did guitars, we did vocals, we did keys and bass at Fiasco.
So I just picked up the Helix. We're gonna patch it in. Gonna tweak a few things on the record that hasn't been finished. It's gonna sound fucking crazy. This thing is a beast. Like, it's hefty. So crazy. You know what I'm saying?
lot more conf. That I felt a little bit more confident. I can't do it with the fucked up tune. Fucking pull some fucking chip crapper. I can't do that right.
Chip, dip, ripper.
One thing at a time. Hey, why the fuck am I fighting a dragon? He's gonna squish me!
I'm good, dude. Go push it. It's all good. That was fucked. That was fucked.
Yeah.
That was fucked. Really? Should I do one more just for good measures?
Ah, fuck it, why not?
Besides measures.
It's gonna hurt.
Last one, boys.
That's one. Make her go.
Just give her a fucking rip there.
Give her a rip, bud. You bet your ass.
Oh, you fucking
Holy
bitch.
fuck.
You got a lot of videos tonight. What are you gonna do with all that shit?
Dude,
Oh,
we
it's-
got so much in the past.
Tons.
Tons. We're doing tons of videos. Sorry, I'll bleep out me saying Connor. I gotta get used to calling you Tommy, dude. It's tough. Especially when I'm high.
Is it going to get cigarettes?
No, we're going for cigarettes. I got like 2 packs, bud. I came prepared. What's up, boys? Hey, dude.
That's it. I used to be a really, really big fan of like
A friend of a friend told us about Turtle Studios, which is an immaculate recording studio. They've worked with some of the most amazing artists.
An awesome studio run by Larry Anchell.
We had amazing stuff to work with. Larry was super awesome. He was very helpful, very kind to us. He was very generous. He offered us like non-alcoholic beers and just made sure we were all fed and stuff and ready to spend long recording sessions there.
We went there and we tracked the drums and it was freaking awesome.
We're off to the studio, Gonna track some drums for the EP. Look at this house, it's so sick, bro. Oh, hey, bud! Oh, nice frisbee bag. Xbox. Oh, we've been here for 3 seconds.
Oi, Daddy.
A little squirrel.
So I think we banged out the drums in 2 days at Turtle Studios. It was a blast, but it was very crazy to us being such a big studio, and every hour is a lot of money, every hour is a lot of stress, but Devin killed it and the drums turned out really awesome.
Take 5.
Extra weight?
Extra, read all about it.
I'll tell you what.
You could also just like for this part, so you tone down the snare a little.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be fucking chill, not like this huge like dance beat. Yo, that was almost awesome. Okay, so when it goes on the second repeat, after the second, you had that snare, so I was like, do a snare. Remember? I'll come up there in a sec if you can't hear me. That sounded way better. Do you want to hear that back?
Sure, yeah.
that playthrough was the most solid playthrough like of the entire day.
Thanks, buddy. I think so. How much time do we have left?
Probably like half an hour.
Half an hour?
You got 35 minutes, dude.
Okay.
You can get this song done today, and that's 4 songs done in a day. How twisted is that?
That's pretty sick.
The fourth one's alien.
And this song is called Heller Up Above.
3 songs and an alien in one day.
3 songs and an alien.
During COVID, 2 years later, we didn't actually have the album finished and we had some vocals left to do, so I took everything we finished and then I took it to Paranoyd Studios and started tracking the rest of the vocals, finished it there, and by that time we were ready to send it off to Kris Seegers to get mixed.
Alone again, sleepless all night, I found peace in the end. My heart keeps on beating, please bring me back home. Bring me back home again. Again. Fuck. Alone again. We gotta get the bread, bro. Gotta get the bread. Bonjour. Alone again, sleepless all night, I've found peace in the end. My heart keeps on beating for signals to send. Breathing gets heavy, I'm stuck on the edge. Sleepless all night, I've found peace. Fuck! Yahweh, fall apart! Yahweh, fall apart! Standing tall as a crow, head high at the willows. It's time to let go. It's time to let go. It's time to let go, 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 go. Yahweh, fall apart. Standing tall as a crow, head high in the willows. It's time to let go. It's time to let go.
During the time of the album, the current members were Chad, Braden, Devin Gutty, Braden Blancarn, and Kenny Alvarez, who came back after a COVID hiatus.
Kenny Alvarez is the vocalist on this album. He helped us put together this amazing sounding record.
We would have finished the album if it wasn't for the You Suck release and the You Suck tour. I think that took like a good 10, 14 months out of our lives just to pursue that single, go to Los Angeles and record the video, come back, do a music video, and then go on tour with it. So we kind of put the album aside for a bit, and then eventually, once COVID hit, You know, we're all sitting in front of our computers writing, and we thought it'd be time to take the time to actually finish it and record the rest of it and send it off. And then as far as mixing and mastering, that was super awesome. I mean, I FaceTimed Kris and we powered through the mixes and he did his magic on it. He took our half self-produced record from all these studios and kind of combined it into one sonic sound. I think he crushed it. It's super sick. And then we passed it off to mastering to Dirk, who has a company over in Germany, and he slayed it.
Tim, do we like it? Yes? Sounds good. Tim is going to master your music now. I'm going to show him how our app works. Okay? For the first time. So that's going to be the first album you'll have played. Yeah, heavy metal.
Yeah. So we did some AI mastering, and we had a bunch of choices. I think we had 4 masters per song to choose from. So I mean, like, we're listening to this album over and over again, and they all sound the same, but one has louder cymbals, one has louder guitars. It was crazy, and eventually we just decided to go with Punch LA Bright Row, and it was sick. Definitely happy with that choice, and we just rolled with it. And then we put it on Spotify, and then Spotify turned it down 3 dB, and it sounds like shit.
Shout out Matt Sapola. He helped us a lot with the orchestrations.
So Matt Sapola, who was in the band with us while we were playing shows, decided to help us with the orchestrations. He's a killer producer. His band Atavistia is super sick, and you know, through the midst of his own life and his own band and music and work, he still made the time to help us with orchestrations, and that was so awesome. So if you hear Sleepless and you hear The Reminder and, you know, some in Hell or Up Above, there's additional orchestrations. I think we used East-West and Omnisphere, a couple plugins in Logic and Pro Tools, and it just totally took, you know, what we've made into just something even bigger, you know?
Those are way loud.
Hey. What are you doing to my mix? Dude, Chad. We're trying to write shit that's gonna fuck our vocal melodies up, and then now it's like Final Fantasy, and we thought it was a metal rock. All you metal rockers out there, here's something for you. This shit. This is the highlight. Is this on camera? I'm good. I'm great. I've never been happier.
Yeah, I'm pretty gay.
I'm pretty gay. Haha, he's just chewing gum. He's just like, I got a camera. I'm filming you.
Oh, goes up. Oh.
Stop the album just for this.
sound better. You need to just keep it there, and then just in the mix, just fade it so it sounds more fluid.
Low octave should repeat that like right after.
So the album Hell Up Above is kind of a concept of making a lot of wrong decisions in life and trying to kind of figure out where we belong.
So the album Hell Up Above to me means kind of teetering on the edge of wanting to take care of yourself, wanting to do better and be healthy and move forward and be successful, or just completely giving up, treating yourself like shit, and just giving up.
We were going through a lot of stuff, partying a lot, just hustling for shows and just acting crazy and just being chaotic. It was just a bit of chaos and it was overwhelming, so kind of questioning how we felt about ourselves and the world and really what it meant to be here. Kind of like the lyric in the main song, like, where do I belong? Hell or up above, you know. We're all fighting with demons at the time, you know. A couple of us were in the hospital, a couple of us are killing it here, and then it switches, and then we fall apart, we come back together, we fall apart, we come back together. And just at that time, we had a lot of questions, and I think it's fair to say that we've all become a lot better people since. We're feeling a lot stronger, looking a lot healthier, and just doing way better. And I think it's fair to say that we definitely kind of found our grounding and definitely know where we belong in the world now, and it's just time for us to kind of pursue that. Hell Up Above has 5 songs on it, being Hell Up Above, The Reminder, The Artist, Crow, and Sleepless. You Suck was actually on the album before we put it out as a single. It was originally a 6-song album with You Suck on it being the 3rd song, and then after just the chaos of releasing that as a single and just doing all this promo and going on tour, we're like, okay, enough of it. It doesn't belong on the album. It's a single, see you later. And so we stuck with the 5 songs. It turned out way better. It's a pretty emotional ambient album. So our first album was in drop B, as we just like to play heavier stuff, but we actually played these songs in drop D on our guitars, and just kind of brought the tuning up a bit and just had more of a lighter kind of melodic sound. It just fit, you know, mine and Kenny's voice better. So we stuck with that for this album, and we're super happy with, you know, how the songs turned out. So Hell Up Above, the title song, time takes its toll. My body has weakened. Where do I belong? Hell or up above. You know, we were feeling us age, you know, after high school, kind of growing up, and just our bodies felt weakened. You know, we went through a lot of stress and just crazy stuff we put ourselves through, and just trying to find ourselves. And, you know, the verses are just set me ablaze, throw me on fire, throw me in the pit. Just like, the chaos is just running through my veins. You know, we have to pick ourselves up, but we're always questioning, like, where did I go wrong? How can I better myself? What did I do this time? And the lyric before the breakdown I thought was pretty sweet. Just for the record, they beat me black and blue. Just for the record, they beat me black and blue. That piece was kind of just like my inner demons kind of attacking me and just constantly beating me down. I'm so sick of this. And, you know, it took years to get rid of that feeling, and, you know, like I said, eventually found ourselves. So The Reminder is definitely more of an emotional song for me. I wrote that song in Mexico, at least the core idea, the intro. I was in Mexico with my family, and I was sitting in the hot tub just by the ocean with my mom, and I was like, hey Mom, I got an idea, help me find the notes. And we just went note for note until we found the melody of the intro. And it was really cool to get my mom just to help me write a song. And I came back to Vancouver with the idea of the intro and started tracking a demo for it. We were currently doing the demos in the hair shop for it, which Chad was working out of, cutting hair and stuff. Yeah, I'll take you right here, bro. 15 bucks.
13 altogether.
13 altogether, bro. So Chad was on a shift in the hair shop one day and then comes to the back and he's like, yo, you should try these snares. And you know, we had kind of like a punk beat in it, and then we just changed the beat completely and we kind of just went for this snare in the first beat, just.
One thing I had a lot of fun with was getting on the kit one day when we were playing the Reminder. There wasn't really a drum track written, but I just hopped on the kit and felt it out, and I decided to do a snare on the first beat, and that actually ended up being the drum beat on that song.
And it was very uplifting, and it just gave me so much energy, and so for that song, you know, it took a few months to write, as it's like a 7.5-minute song. But that song is kind of just like a reminder that life is good, no matter what you go through, how much pain there is in life. It's just a reminder at the end of the day that things will be fine, no matter who you are, no matter where you are. You know, life can be tough, but it's just, we get those little reminders, like the little things, the little sounds, there's a couple songs that, you know, remind you that life is good and puts you back in that mind state. That's like the lyrics go on the bridge. I know I was broken, cold and lacking focus. Thanks for the reminder, I am alive again. I know I needed purpose, afraid of finding courage. Thanks for the reminder, I am alive again. And I think Kenny killed that. Totally explains how we felt in that time. You know, I wrote the chorus kind of just about, you know, if you are doubting yourself and you are being hard on yourself, you're just wasting your time. Like, pick yourself up, let's go, man. Like, the second half of the chorus is kind of like a biblical reference. We're all painting a life of things we see, things we hear, things people say, but we don't actually follow it. If we have tutors and we have mentors that are meant to help us in life and we don't listen to them, then aren't we just wasting our money? Aren't we just wasting our time? So it's just a reminder that you're already wasting your time. It doesn't matter. Just start again. The Artist was a really cool song to write. At the time, I was living at my grandmother's house and I set up a studio in the attic. The song is actually kind of about my grandmother, who is a painter, and she is the artist in my eyes. I just wrote the song and I was just thinking of, like, what is it like to be an artist? Like, what are the thoughts in my head every day that I go through that makes me me, or makes an artist an artist? It was cool to see all her paintings surrounding the house, and it was just a really inspiring time. And you know, whatever I was doing, I was working live shows in the music industry, and I'd go and do a show and come back home, and I just had a lot of freedom back then. I think I was about 22 years old at the time, and so I just wrote that song, kind of just what it's like to be an artist, how the artist's mind works. And in the breakdown, it's like the artist needs to breathe. Like, give me some space, let me breathe my creativity out in the world, and you know, hopefully help someone one day, or just help myself, or show people that, you know, I am an artist and this is what it's like to be. This song is exactly what I go through every day, and I think it was just an all-around awesome song. Devin killed it on the drums for that song, and most of that song lyrically was written by myself, but Kenny definitely put some perspective on it and, you know, helped me finish it up. It's just very poetic in a sense.
Writing The Artist was a lot of fun. We felt it needed a bit of a instrumental, groovier outro. When we play it live, it's super awesome because we see people going from headbanging to just dancing on the floor. We have lots of fun playing it too.
So Crow was a crazy song to write.
Crow's an amazing track. It's very emotional. Crow is one of those songs that definitely hits you, and can tell a lot of emotion went into that song.
We were jamming at this rehearsal space in East Vancouver, and it was just god awful. There was rats there, it smelled bad, it was small, it was stingy, it was so bad. And for some reason, Brayden would just run to the drums when no one else was in the room, and I would grab the guitar, and we were just like, and we just wrote the song like almost all the way through in one take, and I was just screaming like, standing tall as a crow. And I don't know where it came from, but it was just like this dark, like dark, angry metal song that just came out. And so definitely props to Brayden to writing this song, and it was fun. It was just every rehearsal we had, if like Devin or Chad left the room or something, Brayden would run to the drums and then we just play Crow. It was like over and over. It was so funny. As far as that song goes, you know, it's kind of about just finding yourself in the darkness, like going through a lot, but then you actually grasp onto the light and you continue your journey. You keep going and you fight for what you believe in, and things just start to happen. The chorus, standing tall as a crow, I have no idea where that came from. I was envisioning like just like a huge black entity just like perched up and just very like strong. I felt very strong writing that, and it just came to life very quick, and we never thought about it. We just went for it. We were like, this has to be recorded, and we put it on the album right away and never looked back. We didn't change much. We wrote the lyrics in a couple weeks within the song being written, and we added some gang vocals to the end, which was super fun to experiment with, and a really cool 7/8/8/8 time signature in the bridge. That was really hard to figure out, but aside from that, just a simple, you know, post-core, metalcore song, and I think it turned out super awesome. Very sing-along like. So Sleepless was really hard to write. We started writing it in 2015 actually, like years before the album production. I just came up with the intro idea and the harp, and it just sat on the desktop for a few years and we didn't touch it. Then I showed the idea to Chad and Kenny or Devin, I don't remember who it was, and they were like, that is super cool, like can you write a whole song with it? So eventually we just started putting the chords together and came up with a verse, and then the chorus just came to me eventually. And basically Sleepless is just about, after being so tired for so many days, it's the feeling when you lay in bed and you have so many thoughts racing. It's the feeling of being sleepless for so many days. I felt like I finally felt peace for once. And, you know, many of us can relate with the hustle of life that we're all sleep deprived and we're just running on Red Bulls and coffee, and it just never stops. I just remember this one time throughout the chaotic years of writing this album, and I just had this one night where I just laid down and everything stopped, and I thought about it and I was like, this is the most peaceful I've ever felt. And what did I do at 2 a.m? I picked up my guitar and started writing the chorus, and sitting in my room alone again, you know, sleepless all night, I found peace. It was just a very cool vibe, very European metal meets metalcore with, you know, some hip hop kind of idea in the verse, and just a very cool structured song, very melodic, and it was pretty fun to write it. We don't usually write in the key of C sharp, and we were just experimenting with it.
Hell Up Above was quite the process to write. We wrote it throughout a couple of years and in many different places. In the hair shop that I worked at, Birch Bay, at Lawless's trailer. We stayed at a trailer park in America, and at the time we just had the trailer to sleep in, a pool to swim at, and this really cool room that had a live piano in it, and a lot of the ideas on the album came from that room. We're super proud of this record, even though it took longer than expected. We're all super happy with the outcome, and we're glad it's been completed.
So altogether, this album took 4 years. We got broken into, we lost the album, we had to start it again. We dropped You Suck, filmed the music video, went on tour, forgot about the album, COVID hit, people left the band, people came back to the band, we finished it, and then we just wrapped it up. And it's not the same with all the members that recorded it, having Braden and Devin in the band and then Kenny on vocals for the album. It was an amazing experience to be together to write the album, but as of right now, we just wanted to finish it, we wanted to put it out still, and just have that peace of mind that, we did finish it, we did conclude that chapter of our lives, and, we're stoked, it turned out great, and the response so far has been super sweet, and we just couldn't be more thankful to actually get the project done and out to the public and, start playing it live again. We already have a few albums finished now, and we're just looking forward to keep moving on.